Hello to all, and welcome to podcast number 4 of 10 Minutes of Wisdom. Today, we are actually very lucky because we have a very esteemed guest with us from Croatia, Tom Vazdar. And like this time, I will give the introduction because he has quite a list of achievements which I don't want him to be embarrassed about and not talk about. So, Tom has held quite prestigious positions ranging from a CISO for a bank to to advisory board member for European Cybercrime Center, which is the police body of European Union, and he's a leading voice in cybersecurity AI in European media, magazines, and so on. So, and he has held leadership positions across multiple countries in the globe. So that's really amazing. But I think in my interactions with him, the best, in spite of all this credentials, the best quality I think he has his utmost humility and his willingness to help people to build their knowledge and careers in cybersecurity and AI. And promise, Tom, this is the last. I won't embarrass you further. And on that note, just sharing with our viewers that Tom has agreed to share his insights on a very critical topic that most people are talking about is securing generative AI. So, Tom, can you throw some light on your recent work on generative AI?
Absolutely. Well, first of all, thank you very much for having me here. I'm really happy to support you with the podcast, and it's always fun to talk to different people throughout the world. So I'm always here to support on LinkedIn, on social media, whatever. So regarding generative AI, it's a hot topic for the past 2 years, and everybody wants to know more about it. I was actually fortunate to research a little bit deeper into this area with the background in cybersecurity. For me, it was somehow natural actually to go for the next step in AI because basically the principles are the same. So what I'm doing now, I'm actually, besides everything that you mentioned, that I'm doing different positions, I'm building my own AI app. That's something that will actually help small businesses. As you probably know, like more than 99% of businesses in the world are small business enterprises. And they're the ones that are the most vulnerable.
Mm,
And my career, I witnessed many times that small businesses they actually cannot afford cybersecurity
mm,
help. They're underinvested. They usually solve problems when something happens to them. So actually, the rise of generative AI gave us this opportunity to build different models that can actually be utilized to help small businesses. So what
okay.
I'm building now is a platform for incident management. So basically,
Okay.
instead of calling somebody for help, you can do the first level of support by yourself by asking AI, which has certain data sets and the knowledge base and everything that I input there. And it's connected also to threat intelligence and whatever is important to provide incident management support. You get the first level of support through the AI agent. This is not
Mm,
live yet. It will be hopefully live in a couple of weeks. I'm still fine-tuning the model, but basically it will help you as a small
mm,
business owner to resolve your pending issues. If you have additional problems, you will have the option to contact some cybersecurity professional that's in
mm,
your area. So you don't have to
okay.
call from Australia. You're not going to call somebody, I don't know, in the US. You're going to
Mhm,
call somebody who is local, who can actually come on site if necessary on something. And usually asking for help was quite expensive before. So basically what big platforms like Uber, like, I don't know, different ones, they did, we can do the same thing now in cybersecurity with
mm,
AI to build a platform that can help small businesses. So this
okay.
is something that I'm working on right now.
Okay, so that shows that you have extensively taken in depth of what generative AI and everything is like. And also, I'm speaking to a lot of CTOs right now here, and I see a lot of CTOs are looking at including generative AI, like you have included for incident response. They are including for maybe for their kind of business, like some are into flight ticketing and all the. So basically, they are trying to get in generative AI inside their organization now. So what are the top threats, like if I am a CISO or a security architect, what are the top threats to the generative AI ecosystem I should be aware of? Or yeah, any
Mhm.
specific use cases?
Sure. So basically, just to continue where I stopped before, basically you can put AI in any business process,
Yep.
not only to automate, but to make it smarter, let's say it like
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
So when we talk about threats, there are
Mm,
different threats that some of them were familiar from before, like phishing, for instance, but now with generative AI,
mm,
this is now the next level. It's more sophisticated. Now it comes in perfect language,
mm,
either local language, English language, whatever. It's perfectly structured, and they're really difficult to detect. Then there is the rise of deepfakes.
mm,
There was a lot of discussion throughout the world about deepfakes. This is the use of AI-generated voice and video to make phishing and business email compromises and to make them more believable. And they don't even have to be emails all the time. You probably heard about the bank in Hong Kong that was defrauded for $24
yep.
million by fraudsters using four of them
Yep.
using deep fakes. It's just
Yep.
amazing what
Meetings.
technology can do now.
Yes.
Then this year it's called to be the super election year in the
Mm,
world. Basically,
mm,
2/3 of the world are going
mm,
in an election.
yep.
And this is the perfect opportunity now to spread disinformation. And this is
Mm,
something that is expected to spike
yep.
due to elections.
Yep.
And AI will be used to create and spread false information.
Yep.
Then there
So,
is there is another threat. It's called shadow AI. So
okay.
shadow AI is something you had before shadow IT,
Yep.
but now you have shadow AI because many organizations still don't have AI officially as part of their strategy. They don't have AI strategy. They don't have policies how to govern AI. And it's forbidden for employees to use AI in their daily work. So what people are doing now, they're doing it on a side. They bring their own devices, smart devices.
Yep.
They access a ChatGPT. They input business documentation there. They
Yep.
use it for business purposes. This is something that's called shadow AI.
Okay.
Then internal threats. This is something. What I said. It's abuse actually of AI. I don't
Mm,
know. There are data poisoning. This is also one of the
yes.
threats where you can actually change the data set
Mm,
that the AI is using, or change the bias in the AI, and something that will actually give wrong results. And
mm,
we're people, as humans, we like actually to get everything ready, everything done. But if somebody changes the
mm,
logic and the way the AI works, you're
yes.
not going to get the result that's actually believable, but you're going to
Yep.
believe it is. So they
Yep.
should be just a few. Yeah.
Yep, yep. Data set poisoning for a CIO who wants to take generative AI inside. I think data set poisoning and working like and spoiling the patterns and everything is a real threat that CIO and CISO should be aware of. And the problem is there are not enough skill sets in the market or any enough security architects who understand that, who can protect against that. So as a security enthusiast, if I have want to develop some skills on how I can protect a generative AI application that I create or something, do you have any recommendations on how a person, security enthusiast, can build his skill sets on this aspects?
Well, absolutely. Well, when we talk about AI in general, it's not only building skills in security, it's
Mm,
actually building knowledge, general knowledge of the whole AI. And we're still
mm,
early in the
mm,
stage. This is
mm,
basically where we are in the mid 80s with the rise of microcomputers. This is where we are now with AI.
mm,
So have to use all the free courses that are available. So there is tons of them. If you look on LinkedIn, they have wonderful stuff on generative AI, different blogs and websites, certifications. I mentioned already cybersecurity. I'm certified CISSP. So this is actually perfect foundation for somebody who wants to learn about AI, because the principles are very applicable to artificial intelligence. If you look for Google, machine learning certifications. There is lots of free stuff, so you can get certified in a couple of days in different courses, and it will give you a foundation of generative AI, how to develop your own AI. They're just wonderful stuff that is freely available. NVIDIA is also offering about deep learning AI certifications. You can research this on the internet. It's out there. And I would also advise everybody, to listen their conference now, especially in introductory speech. This is happening this week. I don't know when you're going to publish this podcast, but it will be recorded. So definitely NVIDIA is a company to watch, and you can learn a lot actually just by listening what they're talking about. So basically, everything is out there. I don't think you would have to pay for courses. One more also, I would advise everybody is ISO 42000 series. This is the one, like for information security, you have ISO 27000 series. So now for AI, there's 42000 series, which is basically artificial intelligence system, how to implement it, like the best practice, but still there is no best practice. So basically, like almost everything from 27001 is replicated to the context of AI. So lots of stuff is out there. This would be just a great beginning, and also tinker with this, play with this. There are different models.
Definitely.
And what's amazing is like basically every week there is at
That's
least
something good.
one new thing that's happening, and this is really hard to follow. And really hard. It's really difficult. Yeah.
Yep, true. So I think, Tom, in the 10 minutes, because you have so much of knowledge, you can speak about it for hours and hours. But I think you got some really important points in those 10 minutes, so that people could at least start their journey. Enthusiasts like me can start their journey. And I'm really thankful and grateful for your time for this podcast, and hope to catch up with you sometime in future, personally, face to face. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Yep. Just